Welcome to Thunder Nerds. I'm Brian Anton.
And I'm Frederick Philip Von Weiss. And thank you for consuming the Thunder Nerds, a conversation with the people behind the technology that love what they do.
Do tech good.
Man, I'm feeling so excited. We are speaking with Gene Crawford. Welcome to the show, Gene.
Welcome, guys.
Yeah. Boom.
Yeah.
And where are we?
We're at the Front End Design Conference. It's the
10th
anniversary.
7th year at the Palladium in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Yes.
So, and Gene here, I mean, I think you're kind of involved in it.
A little bit. Yeah.
Gene, tell us, what do you do with this thing?
We produce this event. Been doing this for I don't even remember now, 5 years at least. And I think you guys have already talked to Dan Denny.
Yeah.
Who he created the conference, and we are just family members with Dan now. So
And that's
all running together, as you noticed.
Yeah, and that's great. So how did you exactly get involved with this?
So we came to the very first one.
Okay.
And we came to the second one. And we came to the third one. And we loved it. So we produce events. We do one called Converge. We've done one called Breaking Development. Done one called Artifact. Done a bunch of stuff like that. And as you know, you've been trying to talk to me, and I really appreciate you being patient and talking to me.
He's a busy guy. I don't know why. He's running an event.
That was not trying to be rude at all. But you go to an event that you're not putting on, and suddenly it's fun. You know, you're like, it's awesome. So we love this event. We love my whole crew. We drove down from South Carolina down to Florida every year, and it was sort of our vacation and a family reunion. As you go to these after a while, you know, it was a family reunion. And then Dan said he didn't want to do it anymore, so we were like, no, you're not.
Like, no, we like going to Florida. What are you doing?
This is not going to happen. We're going to keep doing it. So we've just kind of picked up the mantle and done that, and we've let him do parts he likes to do. Yeah. We've taken over the parts we do.
That's great.
And it just works out, and it's fun. So we just do it to have a hoot. Hopefully you guys have fun.
We had a great time.
You guys have been working your ass off the whole time.
Non-stop other than lunch. And, but we got to speak with some great people.
Awesome.
A really great lineup this year. Great speakers.
Awesome. Yeah.
Oh my God. And it was just, I got to thank all the speakers out there too that came and talked with us and shared all their stories and talked about their talks. And it was amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Talker's going to talk.
Yeah. Talker's going to talk. Well, I mean, I'm sure they're already tired after having their talk and now to talk about it again. But it's great too for the people that didn't get a chance to come out and see the Front End Design Conference to hear a little bit about what it is about and about the conversation that the speakers are bringing. So
absolutely,
and I think that it acts as a nice hey, this is why you should come. And instead of just and we had this conversation. I can't remember who we spoke with about how recording the actual. Yeah,
right.
Recording the show itself, or not the show, but the conference itself, while nice for people who can't come, I think that it pulls away from the actual real benefit, which is coming and talking to people.
I'm fundamentally against that.
Yeah.
I think if you're going to do that, do that.
Yeah.
If you're going to do this, do this.
Exactly.
Yeah, actual human, authentic interaction.
Yeah.
And you gain so much more.
Absolutely. And that's the most important part, is making the friends, making the connections.
Yeah, I think four of the people we spoke to got their jobs from coming to an event.
Yeah, that's true.
Including the main one, Chris,
This one.
obviously.
Yeah. Isn't that incredible?
Come on,
that's amazing.
Isn't that incredible? Yeah, let's come on.
Yeah. Come on, sit down, brother.
Sit down, brother.
Okay. Yeah. You want to introduce yourself to the audience?
Sure. I'm sitting here.
Yeah, sure. Come on in.
Sit right in my lap.
Yeah.
That's him.
Are you live?
Yeah, we're live. You can come in too.
I just wanted to say thank you and goodbye.
Are you leaving? Or?
I leave tomorrow morning.
Okay. I'm gonna DM you about tonight.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Live organization with Tim Smith. So.
Yeah. We just brought him up just a second ago.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So this is Giovanni. He's been part of the crew for 7, 8 years.
Yeah. Tell everybody what you do.
My name is Giovanni Federici. I worked with Gene at Period 3, and he and I have been doing events together for
a long time.
8 years, I think.
Okay.
8 years. So we do Converge and front end. We took over front end from Dan. But I'm just another web guy. I build websites, web apps, do creative coding, stuff like that.
Nice, excellent. Okay,
Did you do the front end site?
Yeah, I did the front end site.
beautiful
Yeah,
site.
I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And I love the logo too, by the way.
Thank you.
You guys change it every year, don't you?
A little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love the logo as well. I don't know who ended up doing the.
Yeah, he created the logo. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful
I
logo.
like it.
Cool. Yeah, it's cool. It's modular, so we can kind
Yeah.
of change it up each year, but it's still recognizable year to year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually
Yeah.
thought the X, wherever the X is, that
Yeah, man.
was
Uh-huh.
a very X-Men or you X-Men?
Yeah,
Finally,
Yeah.
finally. Yeah.
Oh, you're saying
Yes,
nobody
yes.
got that?
Yeah, I didn't have anyone say that to me, but I was
Oh, yeah. I said it
obviously,
like yesterday.
Yeah.
I thought it was totally obvious.
It might be
It
one of
was
those things
obvious.
that It's so obvious they don't want to admit.
Yeah, maybe.
But they're like,
I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
yeah, the 10-year X.
Yeah, I liked it.
It's kind of Legion, though.
Yeah, yes.
Oh my God, which is a great show, by the way.
Right?
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen it yet.
Oh, you gotta watch. It's on second season. So, Gene, tell us a little bit more about today and yesterday, for that matter.
Yeah, definitely.
How things been going, and even Wednesday with the workshop.
Well, I'd like to know, also in the context of that, what it's like to be the person that's like, I guess, putting out the fires in a lot of ways, or
Yeah, you're the guy behind the guy behind the guy. You're putting this on.
behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Well, this one, there's not really a lot of fires to put out. The fires, we've been doing this for 10 years. So
Yeah.
early on, there were a lot of fires, right?
At this
There
point,
was-
you have a lot of fire extinguishers just everywhere.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. When you first starting out, it's like anything. The first time you guys were doing podcasts, you're like, "What the hell are we doing?" Like,
Yeah.
my
Oh my
stuff's
God, yeah.
breaking, my mic doesn't work, things sound like shit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then you figure it out, and then they're not such big.
You
problems
figuring that
anymore.
out?
No.
And then over the years, you have enough speakers that they're professionals. Like they know what they're doing. And then you have some new folks, and you know that as you weave in the new folks, there's going to be things that they don't understand. You have to help them with, but there's not really any big problems anymore. We have the logistics pretty well figured out.
We didn't always, though.
No, hell no. No. I mean, early on, it was like, what are we doing?
I remember we did a really big event in Columbia, like probably the biggest year at Converge, and we had it in this they call it the Dead Space in our art museum.
The City Art Museum.
The City Art Museum had this huge back space which could hold probably 700-800 people.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
it was great.
We had about 500 people in there.
We had about 500 people in there, huge stage, huge screen, probably the biggest production we've done to date. And we had checked on like what the power levels were, so we were cool. We were in limits.
I feel like they weren't.
We had tested everything and run it, and everything was fine. And then we didn't realize that the caterers brought in like 7 of those
Oh my
coffee
God,
pots.
that's funny.
And in the middle of the talk, like the power just like cut out.
They turned it on.
Yep.
Yeah.
And how long did it take to get it back?
Oh, like an hour.
No, it wasn't that long.
The guy kept talking.
It was about 15 minutes.
Did he keep
I
talking?
felt like an hour.
It was
Oh,
like
he
15 minutes.
Did he keep going?
Yeah,
Yeah.
kept
Good for
going.
him.
And he did. He powered through,
That
and
is awesome.
he was awesome.
It was good.
And then the lights came back on, and all was good.
In the middle of his talk?
Yeah.
That's
It
good.
was the opening talk.
Who
Oh,
was it?
really? Oh, wow.
Who was it? Do you remember?
Oddly, yes, I do. Oddly enough, it was a Navy SEAL. His name's Mark Devine.
Mhm.
We were just trying something
Oh,
different
yeah.
that year, and he just went, "Fuck it," and just kept talking.
Good.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah. I'm sure he was able to carry his voice.
Well, it was like
He was. It was
Yeah.
like, "Wah."
but it was part of his like philosophy to just like you power through, you make it work. Everything can work if you make it
He's
work.
like, it was
Yeah.
planned for my talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was good. Yeah.
So anyway, that happens enough times, and
Yeah.
you're stressed about like whether or not the
Do you have
mic
like a
sounds
backup
perfect or
generator
something
now
like
outside?
Just wait. You just wait.
Somebody
I
on
mean,
a pedal.
Yeah.
You just keep an eye out for things like that. You're like, do not plug those in on the same circuit as the stage.
Yeah, I mean, it's like anything. You just kind of learn what's a big deal, what isn't a big deal.
Yeah.
And I think people respond to you as well. So if I were running around with my head acting like my head was cut off and everything's
Oh
a
yeah,
problem,
people would be
everyone
freaking out.
else would
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So you just kind of have to sell it too.
What was the crowd this year? Do you have
The
any-
size?
any- yeah,
Yeah, we had 210 people.
Oh wow,
Nice.
that's
210 sold tickets. I think we had a few more with some
Yeah,
students
okay.
from some of the
Yeah.
local, we call them code schools,
Mhm.
stuff
awesome.
like that that came through.
That's a good turnout. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
awesome.
great.
That's exactly where we want it. That's exactly
Perfect.
where we want it. There's a magical number, in my opinion, that's right around 200.
Yeah.
Where, and as you guys notice, the speakers and attendees can kind of mix really well, and everybody feels comfortable. When you
Yeah.
get to, I don't know, like 400, 500, it's like, no, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So
It's
people
not- it's
just
just not
cheer,
as easy.
people
Yeah.
wind up clicking in their little groups a little bit
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't have that.
It might get people a little bit more trepidation to actually walk up to a speaker and ask
Yeah,
a
that's
question.
what I was going to say. That the smaller size allows to be like, oh, hey,
It's a little bit
yeah,
more
I liked your
intimate.
talk, and that way you know.
And to go back to our earlier conversation when we were talking about watching these things on a video somewhere,
Yeah.
like you don't get that authentic human connection to where I could go up to Chris Corey and ask him like, "Hey, I liked your talk. Can you tell me a few points about this?"
And he would.
Yeah, and he
Because
would
he
be
has
happy
time.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or talk to Carl Smith about how he apparently flipped a flip flop into a front row at one of his talks.
And kick somebody in the head with
In the
it.
head, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
I love that
Carl's
story.
funny.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, I love that guy.
Everyone was fantastic.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. As the 10th year, we tried to get
Yeah.
as many of I don't want to say best of because there's others that
Yeah.
are just as good, but sort of our favorites and then a couple of new folks. But
Yeah.
definitely got most of our favorites in this year, which was kind of amazing because everyone's so busy. It's
Sure.
like the new Avengers movie. I don't know how the hell they make those things when those people are so busy.
Yeah.
It feels like the same thing.
So many big actors.
They're so busy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, my favorite still is probably Quan.
Yeah,
Liu.
Quan Liu, yeah.
She's just
very
well spoken, very
she's
insightful.
amazing. She's
Yeah.
really
Super
she's a
intelligent,
new. I've never seen her speak before. On our stage,
Yeah.
I've seen a video and talked to her, but
I believe that was the first time she gave that speech too.
yeah, it was. Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, if you haven't listened to the podcast we had with her, she had she said some amazing things.
Yeah.
Like, did you listen to it?
I did listen to the podcast, but I've
Yeah.
talked to her.
Like about jealousy.
Jealousy as
It's
a
like,
friend.
That's still I think about that almost daily since that conversation.
Yeah.
And and it's things like that, like that makes it a benefit to speak with these people. One reason why we love doing this ourselves is that we get to after I make notes during most of the
That's
shows,
awesome. Mhm.
and afterwards I'm like, wow, that was really
Yeah. You feel. I start feeling sort of inadequate myself. These people they're thinking about stuff. They're really smart. They're solving problems. I'm like,
So you put on this event
well, yeah, like
all by yourself. Oh, I guess
Yeah.
some other people. I'm just kidding.
somebody's got to live the box all by
So-
yourself.
So what do you do? What's you do the website, obviously.
Do a website, did all the design work, and then Gene and I just plan stuff together.
Oh, awesome. Do you have anyone who else is here with you guys, crew-wise, how many people?
Well, Dan and his family are here.
Yeah.
He's sort of part of our crew. And
Yeah, I didn't know his mom.
His
Yeah,
mom-
I met his mom the first
Holly's
day.
here.
And she talked about how she got so much insight from
From the show, she's
the
like,
show.
"Oh, it's so great to learn more about my son. You're the Thunder Nerd."
Yeah, so we were trying to get him to give Christmas gift ideas when we interviewed him.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Holly's great.
So them and
So then we brought a good friend, Bryce, who's also part of our crew.
Yeah.
And that's it this year.
okay.
And it
That's
changes wherever we are and who helps and stuff like that.
Is that's the audio guy? Is that the audio guy?
Oh, I forgot about Scott. Yeah, we brought Scott Pageant. He's
Okay.
He's Dr. Scott. He's the
Dr.
audio
Scott.
guy.
Yeah, he came back here a few times talking
Yeah.
about what's going on. And
Oh, you should have done a show with him.
Ah!
He is incredible.
Yeah, he's
I
great.
forgot about that, man.
I mean,
He's
maybe we can get
He's
him on.
probably not very appropriate for your podcast.
Oh, everyone is appropriate.
Everyone, I
Everyone's
mean,
appropriate.
he's
Oh, it's still.
No, I'm just kidding.
Still.
He's a great guy. He's got some great stories. He's
He does. Yeah.
old school rock and roll guy. He actually
nice,
owned.
man.
He is
Oh,
actually a doctor, medical doctor. Yes.
What?
And he owned a iconic rock club in Columbia,
Oh, we have
responsible
to
for
get
a
him
lot
on.
of
What's his name?
Scott Pageant,
Can you-
responsible for a lot of like Hootie and the Blowfish, like not that they're super
Well, they-
more, but they're cool,
They
right?
were,
Yeah,
yeah.
came right out of Rockefeller's, which was his club. And,
Wow.
we love that. Like, yeah, incredible
Oh
stuff.
man, yeah, we need to.
Now he plays music here with us.
Yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
he did this stuff at South by Southwest and everything. Yeah, he travels with us.
He adds so much too, because he does the intro and outro music for everybody,
Yeah.
and he
Research.
And it's
researches
better
them,
every
figures out
year.
what it is,
Ah.
figures out what he should play for them and
Yeah.
everything. It really adds a lot to
I don't know
it.
if that's the speakers here have improved, or because I don't know, it was 2 years ago. I felt like the speakers with the audio and then the actual audio from the speakers themselves wasn't that great. But this past couple of years, really
Well, good. We're working hard on it.
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys what is your biggest kind of reward that you get from putting on these shows?
You got one first?
Um,
I was gonna say bags of money.
Back some money. Yeah, right.
No, it's not. We don't
It's
really
not
make
that,
any money
yeah.
with it. it's just the friends we've made, man.
Yeah.
Like after 10 years of doing this stuff and
Yeah.
you've learned just talking to people today, right?
Yeah,
Those
exactly.
people will remember you. You know, you come to the next one and you pick up right where you left off. It's just great friendships.
Yeah.
I mean, I there's nothing else. That's it.
That's how I feel too. So I've only been in the industry for like about 8 years, really.
Yeah.
And during that first year, I went to a couple of events that weren't ours. And it's weird to be that person. You have no idea who
Like
anybody
they're doing that wrong.
They're doing all. Well, no, I didn't know anything. So I was like, like, so they're up there, they're saying all these things, and they're teaching about technology or their philosophy on things and stuff, and it's very impressive. You feel very distant from it. Then they start running events, and you get to know like everyone in the industry.
Yeah.
And that is invaluable. That's really amazing to just kind of just know everyone and to just be friendly with people in all facets of the industry.
And you get to, I mean, one thing they always say about your job, try and find a job where you surround yourself with people that are smarter than you, where you can grow.
Yeah.
And something like this, it's almost impossible not to have people that will add to you as a person.
Oh man,
And
just hundreds of
yeah.
And within our industry, there's just so many different kind of branches that you could go on too.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So I mean, you could learn a little bit about this, that, and the other thing, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, just this event here, we have people who like do basically business management, maybe project managers, designers, developers, all facets, and that's why when you said, "Oh, you may not be who we want to talk to," and no, we want to talk to everyone.
Oh yeah,
So,
Doc's great.
Yeah,
We call him Dr. Grumpy.
and he's going.
Dr. Scott is Dr. Grumpy as well.
That's what I call him.
Oh, okay. Dr. Scott Grumpy, MD.
Yeah.
He's by far the most interesting person in our group.
He probably is.
Yeah.
Wow, does a lot.
He's probably the most interesting person here.
Yeah.
Should have him do a talk.
Yeah. He's
Try and convince him.
he probably
That's
do
true.
it. Yeah, he
See how many people walk out when he gives a talk.
What?
Oh my God,
Jeez.
this is just kid jokes, Scott. We kid.
Jeez.
Dr. Scott.
We love this guy.
Yeah.
Like your vest, by the way.
Oh, you like
That's awesome. President, founder.
Yeah. Somebody forgot their vest.
I did.
We won't
What
talk about it.
what was on his? Code.
I forget, what did you got?
Master at Arms.
Yeah, Master at Arms. Yeah, so we started this
I think I remember that.
5 years ago. I think we started
remember
5 years
that
ago.
last
So we
time.
started something called the Wrecking Crew. So
Yeah.
we didn't do it at this one because honestly we've already patched most of these people in. But every once in a while, we're going to do it like once a year now. But we patch somebody in, somebody that we love, somebody who's close to our crew, and a friend. We have
okay.
17 members so far.
Yeah, we're
right?
about almost 20.
Who did? Who did?
So who do we have here today? We have Chris. We got Dan in. Carl's in.
Yeah, Dan, better be.
Scott's in. Yeah. He goes on and on.
It's a bunch of people. Bryce is in.
Tara's in.
Yeah, Tara's in.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we've been joking about Chris because he technically now he's been on the show
6 times.
6.
Yeah.
Oh,
so-
what?
Yeah.
What was the 6th time?
Just a little bit ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess he was.
Wow.
So we joked that we need to get him like the SNL 5.
Gotta be
5-member jacket.
Get him some
Hey,
jacket, like a
some point.
robe.
Yeah.
We joked we're gonna steal a rope from a hotel and like then just draw with Sharpie.
Number 5.
Damn, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, I think that'd be make him a Thunder Nerd. So.
Yeah. Elegant gift.
He deserves it, man.
Yeah, it is.
So you're already set for next year, right? You got plans?
Yeah. We're finalizing the date right now. It's probably going to be the same exact dates next year.
When do you guys start? Do you start playing like
Immediately.
before this one even
No,
starts?
no. But it starts with the date. So
Okay.
we have learned to try to get that as quickly as possible.
And has the Palladium been pretty good working?
The Palladium is probably the best venue I've ever worked in.
Oh wow,
That's
that's
great.
awesome.
Hear that, Palladium? If you watch this, he loves you.
Yeah.
Damon and Chris, we love you. It's you can't beat it. I mean, it's a great old theater. Sound is incredible.
Yeah.
The crew is like legitimately professional stage crew.
Yeah.
It's clean. You got room back here to do your thing. I mean, what more do you want?
Yeah, it's been great.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've
and
been
they
here
let
a
us
few
bring in
times
whatever
for
we
other
want.
events.
I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah, I've been there a few other times for other events, and they're always really.
And they do like Ignite here and stuff like that. What are you doing coming down all this way?
I'm in St. Pete.
I'm in
He's in
Sarasota.
Oh, you're in Sarasota.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Janelle.
Like 45 minutes.
is in
Janelle's in Orlando.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I come here. I've come here probably for
All
maybe
right.
2 or 3 events a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm always at this.
All right.
Yeah,
No,
I've been here since or been to the very first one ever since.
Have you really?
Yeah. Very first
Shit
one.
me.
No, every
Where's
one.
his vest?
Yeah, where's your vest?
I don't know. But yeah, I come to every single one.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was at the very first
That's
one
incredible.
with Chris and yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it was at this
4 or 5
hotel
years ago.
in St. Pete. I forget the name of it, but yeah, it was a small room and yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, and then he did the second one. It was in the Hilton.
Yeah.
That's when he had the whole
Yeah.
female lineup.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember the third one's kind of. The third one's when he started doing the guest speakers, the audience speakers. I think the third one, or maybe the fourth one.
Well, I think it was the third one because that's the first.
I don't remember.
I think it was the third one because that was my first one, and I spoke during that
And you
second
did,
day.
yeah. So we're kind of toying with bringing that back, like the
Guest speaker.
Oh, I love that idea.
the audience like submitting and then people
Yeah.
kind of voting. And
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. We
Probably be complicated to work out the logistics.
I don't know how we did it. We'll
Not
figure it out.
really.
but-
I think
Yeah,
all I had to do was just like, I think when I did it, I just emailed him
Because Dan kind of vetted everybody.
a little like description of what I wanted to talk
Okay.
about, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah, but we generated a lot of new speakers for the circuit from that process too.
Oh,
Yeah,
which is
Oh,
it would
that's
be
awesome.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
several people. It's a lot stronger than like you guys familiar. They don't do it as much anymore, but bar camps.
Yeah,
You've been
of course,
long
yeah.
enough to know bar camps. I think it generates it a little bit faster than speakers from bar camps because
Yeah.
that's so much overload of like random stuff. You know, this is very specific for this
Yeah.
industry. So
I've gone to the Tampa and Manatee ones. They still do it.
They're
I
awesome.
think they're
Yeah.
like every year, each city kind of does one. So together, they're pretty awesome. But I do have one feedback for you for the website. Or I'm curious what the rationale was. They're like the dates, not dates, but the times of the speakers. Did you purposely not have the exact times when they spoke? Okay, to give room for overlap. Okay.
Yeah.
I really wanted to see them talking.
It's so hard to predict that.
I
though.
know.
Yeah.
we quit. We just quit. We just
Yeah.
It's
Well,
one of the stuff you figure out.
Yeah.
Not only that, but like some speakers, they go a little bit long or they go a little bit
Yeah,
short.
sure.
And,
Yeah.
and it's like if they go short, you can just make the break longer, or you can just put
Yeah,
on
and it's easy to look and
Yeah.
say, oh, okay, well, I could look at the agenda. There's a break coming up.
Yeah.
It messes with my mind.
And you know, this is
Ah, yeah.
another fundamental
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You guys are here doing your job, right? You're doing your
Yeah.
podcast. So I'm not going to pick on you, but
You can pick up Ryan. It's fine.
if you're coming
always does.
to an
Yeah.
event that has speakers to listen to speakers, why are you working on your own shit while the
Oh,
speaker is
yeah.
speaking?
Oh yeah, like somebody sitting there with their laptop
Yeah, I
open.
see that a lot.
Yeah.
This guy does it, but
Well-
he's heard enough of this shit.
But
But,
some
like-
people I did notice were taking notes, and that's why they're
Yeah.
So
We'll see.
Some.
We'll see. But you know,
yeah, I
watch the
get
show,
it.
man.
Yeah.
Put the phone up. You know?
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
always take some notes afterwards.
Yeah. Put the phone up.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Yeah, I'm more of a I tend to if I'm going to take notes at an event, I'll do it with pen and paper.
I walk around and look at
Like
people's
that.
screens. Actually,
Oh,
you'd be
That's
surprised.
awesome.
You'd be surprised.
Like,
if
whoa, that's inappropriate.
people are on Slack or like working on projects,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I get it. We're
But you know, sometimes too,
okay.
if your office lets you go to one of these things, sometimes
See, yeah.
they bug you. I mean, I've been
Yeah.
getting emails
Yeah.
all day of like, "Hey, can you do this?"
Oh,
I'm
I
like,
too.
"All right, I've been on PTO."
Yeah,
The only other defense I have is that like I know there are a lot of like I'm a fidgety guy. There's a lot of fidgety guys out there,
Sure.
and you just want to be doing something with your hands. So half the time I'm like
It was
drawing.
fair.
I'm like drawing while
Yeah, it was-
talking.
Do you remember
Yeah,
what
it's been
Tara was telling us about her talk?
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
she was
about
at-
someone who was texting. I guess
Yeah, somebody was texting in like way back in the corner and like was standing there texting, and she started talking about how like like when you don't have somebody's attention and you're giving a speech
yeah.
and like. And she
Everyone
started
started making back
pointing
and-
to the guy, and
Yeah.
like everybody looks back and like sees him, and he's
Looks up.
he's
Yeah.
still not he's totally oblivious, and he's just texting, and she's like, yeah, and he's texting, and he's standing up against a wall, and nobody's paying attention, and everybody starts looking, and like he all of a sudden looks up, and the whole audience just starts laughing.
See, I'm always the devil's advocate, understanding like who knows, maybe his wife got in a car accident, or who knows.
Oh, geez, way to bring the mood down, Brian. I'm trying to
Wow.
make a joke, buddy.
I know. What? I'm the devil's advocate.
Okay, in this scenario,
You tend
he
to
was
be more
in
like-
this episode he was looking for a different kind of Pokemon. Okay,
Yeah.
Probably.
he should have.
That's
been doing
probably
that.
unfortunately more likely, but
Cat butts.
yeah.
Yeah, cat butts. You know,
Cat butts.
There's been a
Hashtag
lot
cat
of
butts.
cat butt references this in the past 2 days.
Yeah, there really has been.
Where did
Honestly,
where did that like? Who started that?
Janelle.
Was it Jeanette?
Yeah, because she kept talking about some purse with cat butts.
But then it like so it's managed to like go full circle and
it really has
everyone?
cat butt full circle.
Wow.
Hashtag cat butt full circle.
You guys are nuts.
A little bit, yeah.
More him than me.
Yeah, I can tell you.
I have to keep him in line.
Somebody needs to. Jesus God. I can tell you, for me personally, like I said, I've been going to these since the very first one, and it's for me, it's been an honor to actually help out and be a part of this and to talk to everybody. So I'll shake your hand and thank you so much for letting us come here and talk with you guys and talk to all the amazing speakers today.
Well, you're part of the crew now, so.
Oh, thanks.
This is you every year as long as you want to do your podcast.
Oh my God, yeah, we'd love to do it every year. Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah.
You got a lot of good content.
Oh my God, yeah. We'll be putting that up.
The noise. We were all kind of worried about that was too much because there's a lot of laughter.
I am not noisy. It was more you, I would say.
Oh come, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you got plenty of soundproofing between here and there.
Okay.
Okay, it's a legit theater. So.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what's going on back here?
Yeah. I mean, this couch, you know.
Hey, you got me in the corner.
Yeah, I heard Rod Stewart bless this couch in 1887.
It was John Lennon's favorite couch.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah.
So I know we're wrapping up. Can you maybe say anything about like what your favorite moments of? I know it's since it's been 10. Huh? Oh yeah, this one's great too. But since it's been 10 years of this event, do you mind just kind of saying like what might be some of your favorite moments of the event?
Man, there's so many though.
I know. Oh, one or two.
That was good.
Here we go.
Font shapes of color for you for that?
Probably was, but you're gonna have to jog my memory.
I was hoping to be like, well, it was me. I was like,
it became a running thing for like a year.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Hey.
So my first year, I did the second day audience speaker thing, and then the next year, Dan had me like as one of the speakers in the lineup, which was cool, very cool. Mm-hmm. And I gave my talk, which was all about like creativity and stuff, you know, because that's the shit I'm into. And
creativity.
And at the end, I left some
creative.
Yeah. So at the end, I left some room for questions, and this guy stands up. And I'm like, what's your question? And he says, so what do you think is the future of font shapes and colors?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Okay.
And I just didn't.
You're like, what?
I was like, I looked at it really hard. I was trying to figure out if he was just trolling me super hard or if he was serious. And I didn't know what to say. So I just said, well, there's probably going to be a lot of them. And that was all I could think to say. And,
it's gonna be a lot.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, and then it kind of went on and just fell apart, and I was like, I don't know how to answer this question. And then I don't remember who was speaking after me, but at the end, she had questions, and he stood up again and asked the exact same question, and everybody was just like, "What the hell is this guy doing?"
He didn't have a T-shirt,
and he kind of did it. He kind of did it all day long. But then they had the like audience speaker thing at the end again. And he submitted a talk about font shapes and colors, where he got up in front of everybody and gave a really good talk about the future of font shapes and colors. And what he was trying to say is that there are these like cycles of changes between aesthetic, you know. And he just didn't necessarily have the language to like express that. But when he got up and gave a talk, I was like,
oh yeah,
this guy is kind of awesome.
Might have been on the website of that year.
Maybe
did you track the guests?
Oh yeah.
I don't remember.
Find that out. I'm curious.
It was pretty cool.
I'll look it up too.
Yeah.
That was legit.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. It was very cool.
You know, some of my fondest memories are like karaoke. We used to go to this terrible biker bar. It was a biker bar in front, and then a karaoke. Yeah, and those are some of the best years to have. But that's closed down now.
Mm-hmm.
From what I remember. And I'm starting to enjoy Park and Rec.
Park and Rec's fun.
It's pretty cool. The old world of beer. It's pretty fun.
It's kind of a playground for adults.
A little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
But you know, when we take it over for a little bit, it's pretty fun.
Nice.
But you know, just generally meeting people and having those memories of hanging out with Carl or doing something stupid. Yeah. Or just that kind of stuff. It is awesome.
Yeah. He has a very big presence.
He does.
Oh my God, yeah.
He does. Yeah.
Well, how was this talk?
was good.
It's good.
It's always good.
You can say how you really feel.
Just
kidding,
out too
Carl.
long. He did shit like that.
What?
He did shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That's very Carl. All right, great. Well, hey
Yeah.
guys, thank you so much for
taking time to talk to us.
and thank you for putting this on every year.
Thanks for coming out, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Next year.
Next year, absolutely.
Definitely.
Thanks, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Thanks
See you
everybody
guys.
for
Thanks for
watching. Appreciate it.